everyone, so if you are struggling to figure out exactly what asset class you should be targeting in today's economy to have the best results, by the end of this video, you're gonna have a very clear understanding of exactly how to figure out what asset class to target so you can start seeing success as fast as possible. So to start things out, it's important to understand your local market economics. The reason why this is important is because you're not gonna just wing it and just randomly choose an asset class. You have to do the due diligence. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna be looking into how many properties have sold in the last 90 days, the last 6 months, in the last 12 months, both in your local county, the local tri-county area, your closest 3 counties, as well as in your state, because all 3 are very important. What's also important to look at is your geographic trends. So you're gonna look in your local county, your tri-county, and the entire state. Because just because one asset class isn't doing really well in your local backyard area, your county specifically, it doesn't mean that it does not do incredibly well in the entire state, and that might be the better one to choose. You might just have to drive more than 15 minutes to go check out some properties. So let's now walk through the exact steps of how to break this down. I'm gonna do this on Reonomy. I feel like this might be just the best place for us to start. So right now we're on the Reonomy dashboard. What you're gonna do next is go to the advanced search function, and then you're gonna go into more filters. What you're gonna do is, let's just start off with the entire state. So in the state of New Jersey, watch how cool this is. In the last 12 months worth of sales, this is real-time data. I'm recording this in mid to late October. 23,000 properties in the last 12 months have sold. What this is interesting to show you now is that if you break it down by asset class, you're gonna wanna break this all down. So you can put this into a spreadsheet, you can put this on a little notepad. If you're breaking this all down, you're gonna see general commercial. By the way, this is several different asset classes kind of all blended in one. To some extent, I just wouldn't spend too much time focused on this piece. I would actually look at what you can actually track. So retail, 1,377 of the 23,000. That's like maybe 7%. Office, 1,000, so a little bit less than the retail properties. Let's go into industrial. General industrial was only 827, a little bit less. Let's go to multifamily. Multifamily general, because you obviously have a bunch of duplexes that have traded, so like, for whatever reason, triplexes and quadplexes or 4 families was already mixed in there, but let's just go off the general multifamily list. 1,000, so that's about, what is that, 5%? Let's go to special purpose, vacant land. Okay, vacant land, there's a lot of land that's sold, general vacant land, but 8,600. So vacant land, I mean, like, the interesting thing is that vacant land, sometimes a lot of lots get skewed up. Lots will be kind of blended in together. So let's look at all these trends. So 1,000 multifamily properties, 800 industrial properties, and 1,300 retail, and 1,000 office. So if we look at this just for this specific sake, retail is definitely leading the pack. Offices in second place. You're going to be looking at this as office condos. We're actually, if we exclude that, office is actually probably in 3rd or 4th place because multifamily is at 1,000, and it's probably neck and neck with industrial, which is kind of interesting. Now let's look at the last 90 days. Last 90 days was 3,390. If we look at this, when we go back to the property types here, again, this is all specifically in New Jersey. We're going to be looking at this as retail was, just say, call it 200, real quick number, 200, 100, so half as many properties, offices sold, 100 in industrial, so again, still half, and multifamily. So what's interesting here is that retail is actually the strongest market right now that we're seeing. The retail side here, there's a lot of retail that's being traded. So that would be a good market to be targeting here. As an example, it actually is also same true with the last 12 months worth of data where now, right now it's going on is in the last 90 days, it's about the same. So pretty interesting data here when you're starting to actually break down things. So the entire state of New Jersey, the last 12 months, only 200 retail properties have sold, only 100 office buildings have sold, only 100 industrial properties have sold, and only 150 properties. Now again, this is just the reality. This is not 100% accurate, but this is very, very, very close to accurate data. So if we're checking the data and we're looking at this specifically, industrial, multifamily, retail, office, retail is in first place, then multifamily, then industrial and office, trailing the pack in the last place. I can choose retail based on this data, but some of you don't live in New Jersey where you can't just drive a little bit of time to get to where you need to be getting to. So let's just say that we do, instead of statewide, let's break it down by county, right? So I'm gonna break it down by the county I grew up in. I grew up in Monmouth County. 228 properties have traded, and this is the last 90 days. Last 90 days, 12 retail properties, 4 office buildings. Let's go into industrial, only 1 industrial building. Multifamily, there was 17 multifamily properties. So 17 multifamily seems to be, is that number 1? Number 1 is multifamily. So like, see how if you broke it down by Monmouth County alone, you might actually have a different answer. So Monmouth County actually has a lot of multifamilies as an option. This is just by 1 county. You can do it by several different counties, right? If I also added in, let's say, Ocean County. So if you added in both Monmouth County and Ocean County, multifamily is at 5,000, industrial is at 1,200, and then retail is at 3,300, and office is 2,800, right? I mean, this is, this sounds about right. So multifamily is dominating still for these 2 counties. So again, if you're in one of these counties, it might be lucrative for you to start with multifamily. It's a very good option for you to start in. What's also interesting is that it was the second place property when it came to how many properties are actually trading on a 90-day basis and also for the 12-month basis. It's a telltale sign of what you should be spending your time on. What's important for us to note here are a few last things when it comes to choosing your asset class. What does your network look like? Because if you do not have a network right now for a specific asset class, you probably should not be targeting that specific asset class. So if your network hypothetically is retail guys, and you just realize that retail is maybe number 2 in your area and number 2 for the entire state, okay, cool. It can actually be very lucrative for that to be the place to start. Just to give you a quick reference in regards to when you're expanding geographically versus through asset classes, because I want to show you how lucrative this can be first, right? And by the way, this is the first step. Before you go multiple asset classes, you go wide geographically. Multifamily in these 2 counties, right? I'm going to bring you back to this reference. In Monmouth and Ocean County, there's 5,000 multifamilies. And we just talked about how if you just did Monmouth County, not just Ocean County, it was obviously less, it was 4,200, right? And that means in Ocean County, there's only 800 multifamily, so there's obviously not a lot in that one specific county. Here's where it gets crazy. In the last 90 days worth of sales, there was 17 transactions, okay, on multifamily for asset class wise. What's interesting though, is that now, if you do, instead of Monmouth County, we're just gonna go back to New Jersey. In the last 90 days, there was 143 multifamily properties that have traded in the last 90 days. So 143 asset class, right? So you have 143 sales that you can be targeting. Okay, this is the last 90 days. Obviously, if you multiply that by 4, because this is quarterly, you're going to get somewhere around 600 sales in the last 12 months. If you're starting to look at industrial, there was 100 sales. So instead of going multi-platform within your county, because within the last 90 days just in the county, there was like 3 sales. There is so much more expansion if you go geographically than if you go within multiple asset classes in a specific county, because there's just not that many. If you look at it in multifamily wise, if 600 of these properties are trading every single year, multifamily wise, in the entire state of New Jersey, so 600 properties the entire 12 months, what that will show you is this. There is an opportunity to grab market share, right? So if you got 1% of the market share in your county, Monmouth County is an example, and 600 sales, that's 6 deals. 2% is 12, 3% is 18, 5% is 30 transactions. 30 transactions is possible, right? You get 3 to 5% of market share. That's possible, guys, right? For multifamily, I would say start with going wide geographically before you go wide asset class wise, because you're gonna have a much higher conversion rate. You're gonna be able to grow faster. Last 90 days within one county is only 17 properties. If you do multiple asset classes, you have 17 here. You have 1 industrial, that's 18, plus this is 30 plus office, 34. Let's just say we start 34 sales. So there's been 34 sales in the last 90 days. If you multiply that by 4, because it's a quarterly basis, that's 136 sales instead of 600, right? Instead of going wide on your asset classes first, go wide based on geographics first. Just realize you start with geographic expansion, then you do the asset class expansion. So listen, everyone, if you're wondering exactly what I say in order to get the highest results when you're prospecting these lead lists like we just broke down here, based on the asset class you're going to choose in today's video, make sure you go in the description down below and check out my new and improved commercial real estate sales script book. I know you're going to love it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure you put it down in the comment section down below. We answer every single comment. Make sure you like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.